Almost every day, people ask me the same questions. What are the differences between strength training, hypertrophy, and endurance workouts? How much time should I rest between sets? How do I know which training method and routine is the best for me? All of the answers to these questions will be in this video. We will also cover everything that you need to know regarding strength training, hypertrophy, and endurance workouts. Every one of these training styles has its unique differences and benefits. I will go through every one of them and explain everything important that you need to know. But before we continue, make sure that you're subscribed with the bell on so you don't miss new content from us. Give this video a like, and without wasting any more time, let's continue with the first type of athletes who train for strength and power. It is really important to note that this type of training is not recommended for beginners. People who choose to train purely for strength and power need to have at least 1 year of training experience, because the workout routine is performed with a lot of weight and requires a lot of strength and perfect form at all times. If you don't know what you're doing, the chances of you getting seriously injured are high. People in this category train with really heavy weight, and their goal is to perform 1 to 5 reps during a set. But in the end, they aim to perform 1 repetition with as much weight as possible. Normally, these types of workouts include all the basic exercises that target multiple muscle groups. Not all exercises are beneficial for strength training. For example, if you train calisthenics, a good exercise selection is pull-ups, dips, and push-ups. And obviously, these exercises need to be done with additional weight. Bad exercise examples for calisthenics strength training are Australian pull-ups, muscle-ups, and tricep extensions. If you are still in the beginning of your calisthenics journey, but you want to train your strength, we recommend the use of resistance bands before introducing weights to your workouts, as they are the more sparing method for upscaling the difficulty. They can be used for most of the exercises. When you stop feeling a challenge to your resistance bands workouts, you can start using weights. If you train in the gym, a good exercise selection will include the bench press, deadlift, and squats. Bad exercise examples are cable flies, bicep curls, and leg extensions. Basically, you need to focus on the large muscle groups in your body and select exercises that target them. Strength training doesn't involve muscle isolation workouts. Generally, the idea here is to move as much weight as possible from point A to point B. The rest time period between sets needs to be between 4 to 6 minutes in order for your body to be fully recovered. Doing multiple sets of a certain exercise is really common for people who choose to train this way. Athletes who train like this normally compete in different powerlifting tournaments and have absolutely amazing strength. They don't have a super lean and muscular body, but as mentioned previously, their goal is to move really heavy objects from point A to B. Now we continue with the second category, which is actually preferred by most people, and it is hypertrophy training. Hypertrophy workouts focus on increasing your muscle size and help you gain additional muscle mass. For example, every bodybuilder trains for hypertrophy. With this style of training, you have a really big variety of exercises that you can implement in your workouts. The rep range here is between 6 and 12. But in the calisthenics world, you can increase the reps to a bigger number. If you are a really advanced athlete, you can use weights around your knees, weighted vest, or weighted belt. The rest time between sets in this category is definitely something worth mentioning. A lot of old school trainers and coaches recommend a rest time period of around 1 minute. But recent studies and research show that people who rest around 2 to 3 minutes have better workout performance, leading them to achieve more muscle growth. Let me give you an example. Tom is doing 500 push-ups for the shortest time he can possibly get. He manages to finish them in 10 sets with a total time of 15 minutes. Now Mike does the same 500 push-ups, but he finishes with 20 sets and a total time of 30 minutes. In this example, Tom barely catches his breath and feels a huge pump. People often think that having a pump and burn in the muscles equals huge muscle growth. But in reality, Mike has achieved a better hypertrophy, which will lead him to bigger muscle growth. I will show you one of the latest studies made on this topic. In this example, we have 2 groups of people. one of them rests 1 minute between sets, and the other rests 3 minutes. The two groups are training the same way, the only difference is in their rest time between sets. After 90 days, the two groups of people perform the following exercises. And here are the results. As you see, without any doubt, the group that rests 3 minutes has better workout performance and has achieved more muscle growth. There are a lot of tests and studies just like this one, and all of them lead to the same results. If you still don't believe me, here's a picture comparing a marathon runner versus sprinter. I think that there is no need to tell you who the sprinter is. Now it's time to talk about endurance training. There are two types of endurance training: cardiovascular endurance and muscular endurance. Cardiovascular endurance is the ability to do multiple exercises, one after another, with perfect form, without getting tired. This leads to a lot of health benefits, especially for your heart. Muscle endurance is similar, but here you combine cardio and muscle building exercises at the same time. Normally, this type of workout is preferred by athletes who need a lot of stamina in order for them to perform in the most optimal way. For example, basketball players, boxers, swimmers, and people in many other sports often include endurance workouts in their exercise routine. However, this type of training is not only beneficial for pro athletes. People who choose to train this way have the ability to go hiking in the mountains for 7 hours without getting tired. In other words, endurance workouts can benefit you in a lot of activities which are not necessarily connected to a certain sport. A lot of people who want to train their endurance do circuit workouts. This means that they perform a couple of exercises, one after another, with minimum rest time in between. The repetitions of a certain exercise here are above 15, and the rest time period between sets is no longer than 30 to 50 seconds, which makes it really challenging. You can see this type of training in CrossFit, aerobics, and different HIIT workouts. As a summary, we can say that strength, hypertrophy, and endurance training are all completely different from each other and lead to different fitness results. In the end, it all comes down to what type of goal a person has. But don't think that you can pick only one training style. You can absolutely combine 2 or even 3 of them at the same time. Always have in mind that each body is unique, as well as its needs. Listen to your body and consistently track your progress in order to identify the best working routine for you, and expect that it will be subject to change as the time passes. However, if you don't have experience, the better option is to be guided by a professional. If you need help structuring your workout and nutrition, or you just want to take it to the next level, you can visit our website by pressing the first link in the description of this video. There, you will find all of our programs, as well as transformations and video reviews from clients. Stay strong, dream big, and believe in yourself.